Our next section in proofs for Unit 2 is compound statements and truth tables. So I'm going to break this into two separate videos. I'm going to do compound statements as one video, truth tables as a second video. Lots of vocabulary, lots of language in these sections, so make sure you're staying on top of it. So number one is a statement. We make statements all the time in life, and it's a sentence, and it's either true or it's false. And this is called the truth value. Truth value. And represented using numbers such as P or Q. And I'm just not making that up. You've heard people say, mind your P's and Q's. In geometry, a lot of statements form P and Q. That's the beginning. So it's not just me making those up. That's actually, you'll find that in all of geometry. So here's my example. P. Supplementary angles have a sum of 180. What's the truth value? Yeah, supplementary angles have a sum of 180, so my truth value is true, so I mark it with a T. A negation of a statement has the opposite truth value. Opposite truth value. And it's shown by this symbol, and we read this as not P. So, for example, not P says supplementary angles do not have a sum of 180. I have turned this statement into a not. Supplementary angles do not have a sum of 180, and my truth value there is false. They do. So I can negate it, and then I look at the truth value. Is it true or false? A compound statement is two or more statements joined by the words and or. And in algebra last year, we had compound inequalities. Remember compound inequalities, compound statements? So we used and or there as well. So a conjunction is statements joined by the word and. And it is written with this little caret top. It means both P and Q. So I would read that P and Q. And it's true when both statements are true. A disjunction, so a conjunction is and statement. A disjunction is or. A disjunction statement is joined by the word or. And it is written as upside down, caret top. P or Q. And it's true when at least one statement is true. So, like if I said, I either have a $5 bill or a $10 bill in my purse, and if I pulled out a $10 bill, that statement that I said would be true. I don't have a 5, but I do have a 10. A conjunction would be like, I have a 5 and a $10 bill in my purse. And if I pulled out a $5 and $10 bill, that statement is true. But if I pulled out just a $10 bill, I didn't have a 5 and a 10. I just had one of those. So, and both statements are true, or one statement is true. So here's my examples. P stands for there are 7 days in a week. Q says March has 30 days. And R says Halloween is on October 31st. So I'm going to write some compound statements. So this is an and statement. So I'm going to say there, P says there are 7 days in a week. There are 7 days in a week. And I don't have to capitalize. I'm just doing that for your benefit at home. And March has 30 days. 30 days. Well, there are 7 days in a week. Now let's look at March. January, February, March. No, March has 31 days. March has 31 days, so this is not true. It's false because March only has 30 days. So my truth value here would be false. Let's look at number 2. So my statement would say March has 30 days, or Halloween is on October 31st. Well, it's an or statement. March does not have 30 days, but Halloween is on October 31st, so my statement there would be true. Okay? My truth value is true. Now, let's look at some of these negation ones, and I'm holding it to where I can still see what P and Q stand for. So let's look at this one. Number 4 says not P. So there are not 7 days in a week, and March has 30 days. Well, that's not true because there are not 7 days in a week is not true, and March does not have 30 days. So that is false on both accounts. Let's look at number 6 here. It would say March does not have 30 days, or Halloween is on October 31st. Both of those statements are true. March does not have 30 days, and Halloween is on October 31st, so my truth value here would be true. So that kind of gives you a glimpse of what this, not P, not Q, and your truth values. If you have questions, let me know.